be the one that takes it on the chin. I mean, he's just an awesome leader, man, and an awesome competitor, and one that we all learn from. You know, I'm under the impression that everybody's your mentor. You know, whether older, younger, experienced, less. But man, he continues to just be that. He continues to be a mentor. He's willing to be mentored too. And so, man, he's a special kid, comes from a great family. But he's been through it. You know what I mean? Again, I think it would be different if he didn't have the trials that he's had. He hasn't been under fire. He's made it out of it. But he doesn't forget the feeling of what it feels like when you're under the gun, you know? And so now, instead of the pressure that he feels, he applies it. And I think that's the difference in the pressure.
Questions in terms of the sophomore year again, he told me that he actually had his food delivered for like several weeks to his house. He like didn't even want to show his face. Like, what types of things do you say to him? Like, what kind of encouragement do you give him?
You know, that's the challenging part. That's the challenging part because you reflect back to your own experiences, you know? And the toughest part about this game is when you see yourself in those guys. When you've been through those same dynamics, when you've been under that same pressure, you know, and you're like, you can't experience it for them. That's the challenge. You just have to be there with them in it. You got to help them navigate it, you know. And so, with that, I mean, one rep at a time, one throw at a time, really just breathing it out, you know. And so, when you're in a windfall, you know, you got to find those wins. And he started getting those small wins, those small victories, and obviously those led to the big ones. But again, most of it came back to you try to do too much, you end up not doing enough. And so if you do the routine things, that ends up being more than you ever need. And so that's what it was for him, just getting back to the basics.
How does this wide receiver room compare to the guys that you were throwing to? And are they possibly deeper?
You know what? I was waiting for that one right there, too. You know, I think there's similarities, actually. You know, each player, they're their own player. They're all unique to their abilities and what they do. But TJ reminds me very much of Nuke. Accelerates through the catch. You know, faster than you think. Makes difficult catches in difficult situations. Makes them look easy. Smooth, subtle, in and out his cuts, in and out his routes, and the moment's never too big for him. Very similar to Hop, man. He's a special player. Brian, different body structure than Sammy, but damn explosive, man. You know what I mean? Just uber explosive. I mean, anytime very few guys in the country that can take a slant and pop it for 80. He's one of those guys. I mean, you just put the ball in his hands, he's gonna make something happen with it. Tyler Brown, special, twitchy, in and out of his breaks. Faster than Adam Humphries. Artavis Scott-ish, you know, because he plays bigger than he is. He's strong at the point of contact. And he's been battle tested. I mean, you're talking about a guy who had a great first year, All-American year, gets hurt, and now he's back on the up. And so, man, to know where he's at and to know where he's going, I mean, you're so excited for the guy. Then you got Antonio Williams. You know, me and Hunter were talking. Hunter came up here. We threw a couple times over the break. And he was like, you know, I think Antonio's better than me, you know. And I was like, oh, man, you know. But Antonio's special, man. He's, you talking about, somebody asked me earlier, like, who's a safety net? I mean, he's always open. He always makes the contested catches. But he's played everywhere. He's played outside, he's played inside, he's flexible. You can put him anywhere, he's gonna find success. And man, like, I don't know how, but we always find a way to, like, you know, TJ was a high level recruit. Bryant, high level recruit. Tyler and Antonio had some buzz, but to me, they're two of the top players in the country. And like, Clemson always finds a way to find those guys and continue to elevate them. Then you add in Tristan Smith, who, I mean, what a special kid with a special story.
I was going to ask you about him. He has a different element, doesn't he? Martavis Bryant, man.
Yeah. He caught a glance this year in practice, bounced off a defender and scored with it from about 60 out. And I was like, damn, they look like Martavis. So there's similarities. Again, they're all different. You know, we sit around sometimes and play around on the whiteboard and try to rank the receivers, bro, it gets tough. 'Cause you end up missing guys. You know, you're like, I'll take that guy too. So we got a great receiving core. We got a great running back room. We got a great quarterback room. And we got more depth up front with some savvy veterans who've been through it as well. We got a really good team, good structure, but they believe in each other, man. And again, I think that they've all been through the shit. You know what I mean? So now they're like, all right, I know what that smelled like, and now I know what the other side of that looks like, and I want more of that. You know, so give me a play.